Hey friends, welcome to the first episode of The Drive Home. Well, the first official episode. If you've followed me on Facebook previously, you've already seen the test episodes and what have you, but this is the first actual official episode. So, what is The Drive Home for new viewers and everything like that? It is a stream of consciousness video blog, as it were, of just topics that are on my mind, topics that are on other people's minds that they want me to talk about, things of that nature. And, well, I do my commute home. Now, I don't make you suffer through the entire commute. You get to miss the train ride because that'd be a little awkward trying to shoot a show on that. But in my own vehicle, I think I'm pretty safe to let you guys listen to me for a good 5 to 7 minutes, however long it takes me to get home. And that's what we're going to do today. So, the topics currently on hand, as suggested by you, the viewer, is basically political stuff that pops up in my head while I'm driving, and recent video games I've played. Well, let's see how far we get today. So, politics. Yes, let's be divisive right off the bat. Sounds great. So, when I'm driving, I'd probably have to say the political ideas that pop into my head the most are pretty much what they'd pop into my head normally, which is money and politics. Because a good portion of the problems that we experience is money, or can be derived from money and politics. It's a lot of the special interest groups and the like that just kind of, I mean, let's be realistic here. The fundraising, as it's called, is really just legalized bribery. That's all it is. If you could switch our political system over to a much more a publicly funded election cycle and things of that nature, you wouldn't have a lot of the problems we have now, because special interest groups, lobbyists, all that other stuff would have to actually plead their case instead of just shoving a bunch of money over and going, see, our idea is pretty good, isn't it? At which point the politician goes, for $100,000, yeah, your idea is great. And the reason why this comes up while I'm driving is because I think about public transit a lot. Living out here in Seattle as I do, the public transit used to be very good. It's still pretty good. Actually, I use it when I can. In fact, I use it every day when I go to work, because the train that I take is public transit. And it, for the most part, is pretty reliable. I mean, if it's the winter, it'll be down a couple of times a month, because rain screws up the tracks, and then if the tracks ever get screwed up, it takes 48 hours for them to decide that they want to run it again. So that's kind of a pain. But it really makes me think about how good of a public transit system we could have if the systems just had more money. And it would be a lot easier for them to have more money if they didn't have special interest groups speaking to the government and trying to make sure that they didn't put money into public transit, because, hey, oil companies make a lot more money when everybody's driving their own car. What is this guy doing? Okay. Traffic jam up ahead because somebody doesn't know how this intersection works. Special. Anyways, where was I? Yes. So, I mean, if you look at a lot of the European cities and countries and things of that nature, they have really good public transit. Now, mind you, they also have a much tighter packed population. So I guess it's a little bit easier for them to do public transit, and they've had years upon years to develop that public transit, because their cities and stuff are a lot older than ours. But out here in America, we really should be able to set ourselves up. Now, we are extending the light rail out here in Seattle, which is fantastic. It's going to take forever to get the light rail up anywhere near my place. I'm going to have to wait until 2027 or something along those lines. So, yeah, in a good 11 years, I'll be able to take the light rail all the way to work. If I'm still working at my job in 11 years, kill me. Anyways, with that in mind, so that comes up. But yeah, a lot more buses could be ran. We could have more reliable light rail or train systems or something along those lines. And I mean, there's talk of the Hyperloop. The Hyperloop could be fun if we could figure out exactly how it's supposed to work and when it's going to be put in. And yeah, so that's where the political stuff comes in. That's what I think about. There's a great documentary, if you ever see Who Killed the Electric Car. There was actually an entire electrical transit system in LA and that was killed by oil and car manufacturers for the same thing, for politics. So there we are. Now, lighter tone, video games. So what video games have I played recently, or that are fun? I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. That is my wife's fault, because she's playing Fallout 4 and she wanted somebody to talk with about it. So I've been playing Fallout 4, and Fallout 4 is it's a Fallout game. It's a Bethesda game, I should say. The quest line is here's your main quest, but you're not going to do your main quest. You're going to do 11,000 side quests, and it will never end. And, you know, there's a lot of experimentation. It's okay. It's silly, but it's okay. I mean, quite silly. Right now, I did a melee build on my character, and so the outfit of choice that I have is the Grognak costume. So I'm supposed to be this tough wastelander working for the Brotherhood of Steel with their military fatigues and their power armor, and I'm running around in a loincloth because it gives me perks to my melee damage and my strength. So, you know, that's silly. That's how those games go. And I've been playing the Battlefield 1 beta. I've decided that I'm pretty much done with Battlefield games. I've really gotten tired of versus stuff. I get frustrated in versus games, as people in my household and on my Skype call will attest to. And a lot of the time, it's me yelling because I'm frustrated at myself for not seeing the guy who killed me, or for not paying that much attention, and also because there's always people who are way better than me, and they show it by blowing me to pieces, and then I'm just, you know, it's no fun. I don't like being good. But I love co-op. Oh, I love co-op. Let me play with my friends. Let me play with my friends and slaughter the computer all day long. Please, please, please. I will do that all the time. So, as you can tell from the backing up, I'm in my driveway, and I am almost home. So that's it for today's show. Please, by all means, comment. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about, what sort of topics you'd like me to go over. And until next time, I'll see you at home.